Hello guys, it's Valentina Ploy, and today I'm gonna do a little chat video with me on love languages. So my latest single, Blah Blah Blue, as you can see, is like a song about love, obviously, and in general I'm just very interested in love languages, how to show love to others and yourself and stuff like that. So I thought it would be nice, because I've been asking you a lot on Instagram, what are your love languages and stuff like that. So to share my point of view on that as well. And I made a list of the main love languages that normally I value and I use. One of the love languages that I feel it's very important for me, and I tend to do a lot with another person as well, is words of affirmation. Do you say like that? Yes, words of affirmation. Because I feel like it's never enough to remind other people and to be reminded by other people what we mean to them or what they mean to us. Because I feel like it's something that is a bit underrated, and people tend not to say I love you and stuff like that, but I'm quite cheesy, and I would, naturally I probably give a lot of words of affirmation and all of those things. As you can see, I write songs for the people I love, so yeah, I guess I'm a big fan of that. And I think, we can be running out of time in any second of our lives, so I feel it's very important to share that. And words of affirmation, it's also something that makes a big difference for me when somebody else says that to me. It's something that I appreciate and I feel very grateful for, because it doesn't happen every day, and it should definitely happen more often. And so words of affirmation is for sure one of my love languages. Another love language that I noticed I try to do and I value when somebody else does that with me is being present when we're together. Like, not, when you're with me, I'd like you to be just with me, and vice versa, like not being on our phones or stuff like that. And I feel like, just being in the present moment together, be fully immersed and fully present together without distractions or like thinking about something else, is something that I really value and I try to do to share and show my love. And just like, I guess it links to the concept of spending quality time together, and without distractions. I'm realizing that my list is pretty long of love languages, but in general they're all like little things that I think it's not about like big acts that one would do, not very often, but I'm more a fan of like small things in the everyday life, like cooking for someone, checking in to see if they've eaten, if they're okay, how they're feeling, if I could help in any little things, cheering them up, I wrote. And cuddles and physical contact is also another thing. I'm a big fan of physical contact. I think it's very important to show love and stuff like that. And probably in this, my Italian side is quite strong, because I'm very physical, like I hug and touch and kiss a lot. And I like somebody else to do the same with me too. And just in general, I guess it all sums up to the taking care of someone that we love, make sure they're okay, and help them in the little things and remind them how special they are to us through little things and little words every day, little acts of kindness, little gifts as well. I know gifts is like one of the love languages in the 5 most famous ones, and I think for sure it's not my main one, but I also value that. It doesn't have to be like a big gift or whatever, but just small things, small thoughts, like even if you get a flower from the floor and give it to me, then it would mean a lot. Or I don't know, I love reading, so sometimes I would just give the person I love like books and stuff like that, just little acts of sharing. Have I ever experienced love language from others? For sure. Otherwise, I guess a relationship works like that, right? It's like you give and you receive as well. So for sure I've experienced like love languages from others, but it's a very interesting topic because everybody has such a different way to express love language. And sometimes it's hard to learn about how the other person needs to be loved and how we need to be loved. Like, it takes already a long time to learn about how we want to be loved ourselves. And then to kind of like connect and build that path with someone else is even like, oh, a whole other thing to be able to do. But also I find it very like fascinating and interesting, and yeah, something I'm very interested. Like whenever I have a relationship, I'm in a relationship, I always try and learn and read the other person and see what kind of like love language they need, because I tend to express a lot and give a lot and like say a lot. I don't keep anything in. But for other people, I guess it's harder, and for some weird reason for which the universe works, I've always attracted like people that are the polar opposite of me. So people that wouldn't express their emotions and their feelings that much. And again, as I said before, I value like words of affirmation, and I guess it's very important to me to hear that. And I always attract people that find it hard to express that. So yeah, funny. And it's been a very interesting journey to kind of like learn and also like accept that like people have a different way of like loving you, and that doesn't mean that they love you any less, but it just means that they're different, and it doesn't mean that they love you any less and you love them more or whatever I used to think in the past, because I used to think that, oh, if a person doesn't do that, that means they don't love me. But that those are just like labels that we make in our heads, I guess. And yeah, so learning to accept also the other person as they are, and receive the love in the way that they are comfortable in giving, I think it's a very important thing. And yeah, I'm still learning, obviously. So yeah, I think this is just like a chat. I'm talking alone like a crazy human, but it's like I'm talking to you. So if you have any kind of comments, or like you want to share any thoughts from your point of view, please leave them in the comments, and I'll be very happy to read and reply. And maybe I can do another video where I reply to those. But yeah, and I guess like love languages also are related to our experiences. Like we develop a need to be loved in a certain way and to give love in a certain way because of our experiences and what we've been through and our fears and our unfulfilled needs. So I could be going on forever and stuff like that. But that was my monologue on love languages. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd be very happy to read, and if you could share like your thoughts with me as well, and maybe we can do another session like this, and I'll be better, I promise. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this, and bye!